It's pretty sharp. Hi guys, I want to show you something really cool that I just purchased from China. And obviously this is a Japanese style sword or a katana. And this sword cost me $157. I believe that this is the cheapest practical katana on the market. This is the cheapest katana of its type. And I say of its type because there are many different types of katanas on the market. For example, there are wall hanger katanas that are absolutely useless and that you cannot perform tatami cutting with. They have rat tail tangs, absolutely horrible. And those wall hanger katanas will cost you somewhere between $40 up to $200, right? Then we have practical katanas that are true hardened spring steel, and they are capable of cutting through tatami mats. But the problem with those katanas is that they do not have a natural hamon. They're not traditionally clay hardened. And finally, we have this type of katana, which is capable of cutting through tatami mats. So it's functional, but at the same time, it's traditionally clay hardened and it has a natural hamon. I'm not sure if you can see it on the video. I will be posting pictures of the hamon, close-up of the hamon. It is very subtle, but it's there. And when I saw this sword for $157, I just had to buy it. I just had to. It was a steal. And normally, katanas like this go for $250 and up. Okay? So when I saw it, I just had to have it. Let's talk a little bit about the blade. The blade is very straight. It's absolutely straight. The lines are crisp. And the blade by itself is absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's functional. It's pretty sharp, like you saw in the beginning of the video where I was cutting paper. And the steel of the blade is T10 tool steel. And this steel, I'm sorry to all of you katana cultists out there, but modern steels are way better than the traditional Tamahagane steel that was used on Japanese blades for centuries. I'm sorry. It's just the reality of the situation. T10 tool steel contains tungsten in it, and tungsten, when it binds to the carbon in the steel, it forms the so-called tungsten carbide, which is probably one of the hardest substances and compounds known to man. So in theory, this katana should have a very hard edge because of this tungsten carbide deal, and it should keep a sharp edge for a long period of time. So you could do a lot of cutting with it without worrying that it will go dull. Let's talk a little bit about the fittings. The tsuba is made out of iron, just like on the traditional Japanese blades. It's made out of iron. Of course, the fuchi and the kashira are made out of zinc alloy, which I don't have a problem with because at that price tag, you cannot expect miracles. Let's be honest about it. So this brings me to my next point. Let's talk a little bit about the things that I don't like about this katana. Because like I said, at $157, some corners will be cut. Let's be honest about it. The first thing that I don't like about this katana is the tsukaito, or the tsukamaki, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's a little bit not too tight, not as tight as I would want it to be, okay? Whoever wrapped this handle, they did a mediocre job, okay? It's on the loose side, let's put it this way. But at this price tag, you can use this as a project sword, and you could do all sorts of customizations by yourself without worrying that you're like damaging something super expensive, right? So the next thing I'm gonna do with this katana, I'm gonna rewrap the handle myself, and I'm gonna and I will try to make it as tight as possible, right? The other thing that I don't like is that they got the wrapping in reverse. You see this band, the straight band over here? Japanese swords have a face side and a back side. The face side is called omote and the back side is called ura. This straight band over here is supposed to be on the omote side, the side that you show to the world. But the Chinese got it wrong. They put it on the ura side. Is this something that is going to prevent you from cutting? Absolutely not. It does not take away from the functionality of the sword. But for the sake of historical accuracy, they should have done it right. And this brings me to my next point. I will contact the guy who makes these super cheap, functional, beautiful katanas, and I will talk to him about this deal where they got the wrapping in reverse. So I will make sure that if you buy a sword like this, you will be getting the real proper wrap and not a reversed wrap, okay? If you like what you see in this video, there will be a link in the description directly to the guy who forges these katanas. So feel free to use that link and buy one for yourself or for a present for somebody else. Like I said, it could be used for a project katana. You could practice your polishing skills on it. You can practice your tsukamaki skills on it. Sky's the limit, you know, at $157, you cannot go wrong, okay? Another thing I want to mention is the Samegawa, or the race skin here. I'm not 100% sure if this is real Samegawa or if it's imitation. I would assume that at that price, it's some sort of a substitute, but again, I'm not sure. Okay, so don't quote me on that. It could be very well real Samegawa. So that's about it. If I have missed anything, please excuse me. But if you have any questions about this katana, feel free to post your questions in the comments below. I will try to answer all of them. And by the way, I will be posting links to other katanas that I believe are good. Check out the katanas that I recommend and all this kind of stuff. I will be also making a cutting video with this particular katana, so you can see it in action. And that's about it. I can't think of anything else. So have a good one and see you in my next video. Bye bye.